Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, okay.
Go.
Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast.
Woo! How's it going? We're here with Luther Danger, and we're just calling you Adam, right?
Damn it. I should have thought of a cool name before we
It's
started.
fucking
this
cool,
up.
Adam. We can always, put something else in. If you come through it, at any point, I'll just know that we were, 12 seconds in calling you Adam. It will change that.
I mean, if you want to be something like Dragon, we can just start over.
Yeah, you want to be something else? I mean, in the past, you were known as Adam, but those 3 people in Vietnam weren't listening at that time.
Well, I've also been called Kamesh, but I don't know if there will be football this year, so that may be dead.
Yeah. You can't give yourself the nickname. What do you say? You want to start?
What's up, guys? Thanks for letting me join you.
Yeah. Always. You're always welcome.
Much appreciated.
Remember that time
we had to get a last-minute replacement because we had Kim Jong-un scheduled to make an appearance, but apparently he's dead. So he can't come on.
So Japan is like, he's totally dead. But South Korea is like, oh yeah, he's alive. I don't know what to believe. Someone tell me what to believe.
Believe the ones that aren't deathly afraid of him, so I believe Japan. The ones that aren't going to get blowed up.
That's fair.
That would be Japan.
That's fair, yeah.
They don't have as much skin in the game as South Korea literally has their skin in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he could possibly be dead, but I think we're going to see him again anyways because they're just going to grab another Korean guy. There's only the 2 styles of Korean men. There's round face and skinny pretty boy. So they're just going to put another round face on there, and there's only the 3 haircuts in North Korea anyway. So
the bad dictator haircut, the smooth pretty boy haircut. What's the other haircut?
I don't know.
Is it just
I think
2?
There's like a crew cut.
Oh yeah. The unassuming crew. That's a good haircut. That's a good
they're
look.
definitely going to trot out someone in the short term.
He's got his sister though.
Yeah. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Like, are they cool with a female leader? I don't know.
As long as she's from the Un family. I mean, the Kim family. I mean, the whatever fucking family that is. Murderous family. He had his own older brother killed. He should have had her killed too and then became immortal somehow by taking her soul and drinking it.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Using like Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus pit or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Continuing to come back to life.
Exactly.
More powerful every time, but a little bit darker, more twisted.
That's not like where Bane came out of, right? I was born into darkness.
No, he did not come out of the Lazarus pit.
That's cool.
But he was born in the darkness.
He should have planned ahead better, though. He spent too much time hanging out with Dennis Rodman to actually think these things.
Do you think they fucked?
They probably did.
I think they fucked.
I think at the very least he had to look at Rodman's dick.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be an ambassador if you suck my huge dick.
Yeah.
I bet his dick is so big he can fit all 5 championship rings on it.
Probably.
6.
But
Was it
it's
6
still
or 5?
smaller than Scottie Pippen's.
Scottie Pippen has a big dick?
Yeah,
sure
that's why Madonna was always up on it. There was a thing where Madonna was used to hang out with the Chicago Bulls back in the day.
What?
And she was in the locker room. For real. You can look it up. It's a thing. And she was always hanging out with Scottie Pippen. And one day Jordan's like, look, I can fuck you better than Scottie Pippen. She's like, I don't think so. You don't have his equipment.
Whoa. How did she know? Oh, she saw their dicks in the locker room.
I guess.
He should have been like, do you think I get harder on these guys? What am I? Like, I'm a champion. I don't get hard around guys that I know. That you know of.
I'm sure a lot happened in that locker room that we're not aware of.
You don't think Tim Legler's got a nice ass? You don't think I'd like to fuck Tim Legler? No, but, yeah, sure. But I don't get hard in the locker room. I think about it later. When I'm having missionary with my wife and playing the part of the good role model, I think about Tim Legler's sweet, supple ass.
Oh, you made it weird.
You got to.
About 5 minutes in, you made it weird. Good job.
We'll get back to Jordan in a second, but I had this weird fucking dream, right? Mm-hmm. So I have like a throbbing like hard on, which you know it's a dream if that's happening, right? In the dream, not like when I woke up, but also when I woke up. But it was like attached to my hip instead. Like suddenly my dick was removed and it was on my hip, and it hurt. So it's like on my hip and it's hurting, and people know that it's on my hip. and they're wondering why it's there or not on my crotch. And so I was trying to go to this hospital, but it was chaos at the hospital, and I couldn't find it. It was like all like shops, and there was no like hospital part. And then I was like freaking out because then it was on my head. My dick was on my head, and it still hurt. You know when you have a throbbing erection that it kind of hurts if you don't get to do anything with it. It hurts. And so I was literally a dickhead, and then I find this fucking food court and there's basketball on. All of a sudden, I felt fine. I still had a throbbing dick on my head, but I felt fine because I'm at a food court, and that's my happy place.
I was going to say you might have appendicitis, but then it took a turn.
So when it was attached to your hip, was it off like the side of your body, like laterally mounted to your hip bone?
No, it was like horizontal, so it wasn't like sticking out where you were like a turnstile.
Okay, so it was still facing forward like a dick normally would. It was just not centered.
You were kind of up like that.
And then at the head, was it on your forehead or just on like the back of your
head?
It
was like this, like a flapper's hat from fucking from which
that
one?
That means you're gay.
That means I'm gay. It was a flapper's hat from the fucking Great Gatsby. You know what I'm talking about? With the fucking feathers.
That's a gay dream.
That's a gay dream? Perfect.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because I was talking about Michael Jordan banging Tim Legler?
A little bit. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they're related.
Little B.
Yeah, Rodman, believe it or not, was not the one that played for the other team or both teams. It was Jordan and by extension Legler forcibly.
Wait, was Legler on the Bulls then?
Yeah.
I was thinking of.
It was Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and there was a bunch of other dudes like Steve Kerr, Bill Wennington, Luke Longley, Tim Legler, Judd Bushler.
Luke Longley.
Fuck, I'm missing the other ones.
Something. Paxton.
No, that was the first. Name? That was Jim Paxson or John Paxson. That was the first go around. Yeah, Bill Cartwright and John Paxson was the first go around. But the second one, there was also he was coaching Iowa State and then the Bulls, and now he coaches Nebraska. I'll think of it, and I'll chime in with that because it's really irrelevant. Because all those guys were like kind of good, but you hardly even knew who they were. Like they were just a bunch of whites. Just a bunch of fucking whites. I don't even remember another black player on the team besides those three. Oh, Ron Harper.
What about Horace Grant?
No, that was the first go round. Oh, what's his face? Tony Kukoc.
There you go.
Tony Kukoc.
Oh yeah, dude. So they had Jordan, Pippen, Tony Kukoc, Luke Longley, and I think Kukoc was the sixth man, if I'm correct. And then they had Ron Harper, and they had like fucking like Bill Wennington. He was great.
They had Horace Grant with the face mask, right?
No, he was the first go round. The first three Bulls. He had glasses. He had like
that doesn't count. We're not just talking about Bulls teams.
No, we're talking about the Last Dance. We were mostly talking about Tim Legler getting butt fucked.
He was on the Bullets at one point, right?
Yeah, he got around probably.
Yeah.
We're gonna look up his career stats. Someone look it up. I don't want to take my screen off the. Actually, I got my phone. I'll do it right now. Tim Legler. We're gonna bing it here.
Tim Legler forever.
We're gonna bing Tim Legler.
Yeah, he was on Washington for 2 seasons.
Nice.
No, wait, it was 4 seasons. He was on the Bullets / Wizards.
Nice. Was he there before or after he got his fucking rings?
It doesn't say Chicago. Are you sure he was on Chicago? I mean, all the white players look alike, but...
Wait, he wasn't?
No. Before that, Golden State, then Dallas, the Jazz, Denver, Phoenix.
Wait, okay, hold on. Who's he fucking then? Let me put the... I'm not letting the joke die.
It's dead, man. It wasn't that good of a joke. Just
of course it's not a joke.
I didn't mean to correct you, but NBA references just threw that out at me.
We don't need to resurrect that one like Kim Jong-un.
I was thinking of Judd Bushler, I guess. Robert Parrish was on that fucking team? 96, 97? That's awesome, dude.
It was so long ago. I don't even remember all of this.
It was a long time. Okay, this is the team. Yeah, I was just thinking about him, man. I was thinking about Judd Bushler. Well, I don't know any of these player names. Okay. Anyways, what's up? Do you think he was the greatest player in any sport of all time? Or was there a soccer player better? Or a baseball player?
Who, Jordan?
Yeah, there ain't no
the
football
best player
player
of
that
his
was
sport?
better at a sport than Jordan was at basketball.
It's hard to
relative to
say.
everyone else.
I don't think there's anyone else that's like better in their respective sport.
'Cause I don't think there was anyone else that cared more about not winning but not losing than Jordan. You know, I mean, look at that story. Tell your story again now that we're on mic.
About Michael Jordan and his gambling problems?
Yeah, and his horrible gambling problems.
So a friend of mine, I won't go through the references of how he knows Jordan, but at one point he was at a party with Jordan where people were playing pool, and there was a couple other like NBA players. He mentioned them. I don't remember the names. I don't think it was the white guys though. They were playing pool and they were gambling over the games. And at one point, the table was at like $12,000 for this game. And the guy playing Jordan lost, and he's like, "Oh man, I guess I owe you $12,000." And he's like, "Yeah, all right, well go get it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll get it." He's like, "No, go get it right now." And the guy was like, "Right now, really?" He's like, "Yeah, go get it right now." And so the guy had to leave the party, and like he came back like 45 minutes later with $12,000 in cash because Jordan wouldn't let him leave without paying him.
Like, I wonder what would have happened if he like called his bluff and like allowed it to escalate. Like he didn't go get it.
I think he would have had him
gotten
killed.
fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Jordan probably had some people with
Or
him.
like had people there to do it for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Jordan would do it himself.
No.
No, not now. There's social media now. He punched Steve Kerr in the fucking face, and he was his teammate.
Well, he had it coming.
Probably. He probably didn't, like, hit a shot or something, or hit the right mark, and he was fucking pissed off. I guess it was because Steve Kerr was talking back to him. I read like 3/4 of an article about that. I don't know what happened in the end. I guess they became friends, though. And Steve Kerr, this is some Dick Cheney shit, right? Like, he credits him, he was, like, praising him, Jordan, like, for, like, making his life better.
Are you referencing when Dick Cheney shot that guy in the face?
Yeah, and the guy apologized. Yeah. So is Jordan the greatest all time? Like Dick Cheney's the greatest all time, like most powerful vice president ever, most powerful basketball player / athlete ever.
I think he's the greatest basketball player ever. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably maybe the greatest athlete ever of any sport. To dominate it for as long as he did, as well as he did. I mean, there's been like, those freak athletes like Bo Jackson or something, but then he like, pulled his hip from his leg.
Yeah, exactly. He's the best player of any sport, but he might not have been the greatest athlete of all time.
Well, like others could have been better if things had worked out and timing worked out.
Or like Jim Thorpe didn't play like basketball, like Jim Thorpe. Did he play football too? Because I know he was a fucking
I think so, right?
masterful track and field guy, and so he was a great fucking athlete. But dude, Jordan could jump out of the gym, and then when he couldn't jump out of the gym anymore, he was hitting fadeaway jump shots like in your face. It'd be like Jordan, 9 seconds on the shot clock, Jordan on the baseline, turn around, fadeaway, splash, or he'd miss, and Dennis Rodman would just clean up the rebound every single time, and then like kick it back to Jordan, and he'd pass it Pippen, and Pippen would get a layup or some shit. It's like Jordan is filling the stat sheet no matter what, every time down the floor. In your face.
Yeah. It's like baseball's positions are too varied, and football is like more integrated of a team sport, so I feel like you have to say Jordan, probably. To be...
I mean, maybe like Lionel Messi or something.
Or like Gretzky.
Or like Pele or something. Like, yeah, Gretzky.
I put Pele, Gretzky, and Jordan as the best three. Football is like a hard to tell if it's like Jim Brown or if it's one of the quarterbacks.
Well, there's also just so many people in play at any given moment.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like the one guy making so much of a difference.
Look at what Walter Payton was able to do. His offensive lines were shitty at some point, and then like it didn't matter. He would like put up stats, or he'd like throw the ball when he's getting caught and he'd go for a pass.
Well, I mean, I think we could all agree on, if we were to pick the best 10 football players, at least agree on 5 of them. But you know, are any of them the Michael Jordan?
No.
Of football? No.
Because I don't think they hated losing to the degree that Michael Jordan hated losing and thought losing was unacceptable and maybe un-American.
It's possible.
I'm surprised he hasn't come out as a Trump supporter, but I guess he's still got to sell those shoes. But I think he supports Trump.
It's not hurting Kanye, though. I just saw something like he's a billionaire, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah. Huh. He's selling them Ray J sex tapes on Blu-ray. He's hawking those. You know, it comes in, and she gives the best head. If you want to see it, you can't see it from me, but I'll show you her sucking Ray J. That's where he started from. We take it from the bottom, now we're here. Sorry, Drake. Kanye's pretty solid.
Said that no one would care.
Exactly. At this point, they're not going to take the Hornets away from him, partially because no one remembers that he owns a team, because the Hornets fucking suck. Although I had a dream that Miles Bridges, who's a former Spartan a couple years ago, scored 90 points. I had a dream about box scores because my mind needs sports, and it was like a couple weeks ago. I was looking at a newspaper. Get this, so I'm looking at a newspaper at a box score instead of an online page like ESPN or something. And I just see Miles Bridges 90 points, and they lost. Of course, the Hornets still lost. Some dude scores 90 points, and they fucking lose. Like, that is so Hornets.
Yeah.
This is in your dream?
Yeah.
You had a dream where you were reading box scores in the newspaper?
Yeah.
And then you had a different dream, not on the same night, I get it, but you had a different dream where your dick was attached to your head? You got weird dreams. Like, there's such a weird range.
Yeah.
Between, like, normal and boring and dick stuck to your head.
The mundane thing was the obviously the box scores, but when I woke up from that dick thing, like after it already shifted to 2 other dreams, I was like, that wasn't even that weird. For me, that didn't even feel that weird. Getting the dream when I got sexually assaulted by my boss was a weird dream when I got fingered by a boss and tried to run to HR, and HR kept moving. It was like trying to find what your princess is in another castle. It's like your HR to tell about a sexual assault is in another office building. So I had to like keep going out floors, and he's chasing me. That was fucking weird. That was disturbing. The dick thing, I'm like, So my dick is on my hip, in my head, and I can't get hospital care. Maybe it was about fear of like losing my health insurance and stuff, which I will. Maybe, baby. So you remember when I used to like stick my tongue out while pretending I was Michael Jordan playing hoops?
Yeah.
Nowadays, if you knew everything about these people, like, well, you did, like, it trickles down to being like 10, and you know that Michael Jordan had like mistresses and was a gambling like maniac and stuff. Like, it's not fucking fair to these human beings. Like, you shouldn't have to act like the lengths that Michael Jordan probably had to go to cover up his shit was probably astronomical.
Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? Dollar bills. You don't get a fucking Gatorade contract just because you're the best. You get it because you're this wholesome image too.
No, that I understand. You were trying to be sympathetic to Michael Jordan, like how he had to go through, concealing his true self from the world so that he got paid millions and millions of dollars. I don't care.
Our 3 listeners in Vietnam don't care either.
They're making his shoes. They don't care.
No, it's China. China. Vietnam stitching is like oversized suits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he looks like
Superstore.
Pretty good for this, for the early 90s with his like ahead of the game like track suits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Harvey's still wearing the oversized suit.
Yeah. It's just those two that can pull it off.
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer. Those are the two. Just the kings of comedy in general. Just wear the big
and the
suit.
greatest all time in basketball. No, but Cedric the Entertainer is like kind of fat though. Like, not like kind of
Steve
fat.
Harvey's not a slim guy either.
Oh, he isn't? He's so tall.
I think his head weighs 45 pounds.
Yeah. Steve Harvey's got a big old head.
Yeah, I mean, his mustache alone's got to weigh 6.
Yeah.
Would you give Steve Harvey a mustache ride?
And if you're gonna do it, you go with the best.
I mean, receive one from him or whatever.
I think that, I mean, it's like a handmade Persian rug. Like, if you're gonna give a mustache ride, that's the ride to ride. Like that or Selick from Magnum PI days.
Well, if by Persian rug, like, do you mean like riding it like Aladdin?
Well, what did you mean by mustache ride? I thought he was, I don't know, eating my ass or something.
Yeah. That's what he's doing. It's totally what he's doing. You're sitting on his handsome, rich face, and his mustache is a wiggling with his nose goes up and down, and he's kind of allergic to your talcum powder, and it's just a big old thing.
Wow.
I made a collage in the outpatient mental hospital about Steve Harvey. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, I think you showed it to me. It was weird.
It was weird, right? I just thought the exercise was kind of funny. I reached for the Essence magazine, and I just, did everything in that. The collage. Every single word, every letter came from Essence. I don't know why that was. They got to diversify in the hospital, I guess. Outpatient facility there. Or they're like, if they had highlights for children, I would have grabbed that, but there was Essence.
Huh.
It's good times. Sorry you already heard that story before, but codename Adam has not. So there we go.
That's not what?
It's codename Adam has not heard that story. So there you go.
So I saw your text earlier that you've hit 175,000 downloads for the podcast now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You like that?
Pretty big statistic.
Yeah, we did it, man.
We did it. Yeah, well, you did it. I
you did it.
participated.
We still are looking for someone to email us to claim that you don't have to be the 175,000th listener. Listener, you just have to say that you were, and you have to be a real person, and because we're not going to do a bit on that, we're doing it real, we're doing it raw. If you're from Vietnam and you need us to translate something from Vietnamese to American, then we'll do that. And
I got a person who could do that, actually.
For real?
Bring him on. Yeah.
The consultant?
Yeah, no, not the German consultant. I got a Vietnamese translator.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I like that. Yeah, because we need to get up in that shit. We want to talk to you. You help put us over the edge. Not to sponsorship or money, but just a moral superiority to people that are trying to do this and aren't as good at it and should really quit. If you think you could start a podcast, you're out there, you're like, I'm kind of inspired by these guys. Don't do it. You don't have any talent. You shouldn't do it. Just do something else.
Listen, just like no one listens.
No one's listening.
Except you have proof. 175,000 downloads.
Mm-hmm.
Over 150 episodes.
152 now.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
That's not bad.
baby.
They were trending in Vietnam. So, were any of those about Vietnam, or it was just an inexplicable?
No, just an inexplicable thing. We speak to the Vietnamese in a language they understand.
That's awesome.
Weird.
You should go there after coronavirus.
I want to do a tour.
You should do a tour.
Vietnamese speakeasy tour, live podcasting from record stores and
Saigon. Yeah.
Saigon, the fall of Saigon hardware. Fall of Saigon hardware is a massive hardware store. I'm gonna go right dead center in the middle and put a chair and my mic. Just talk.
I think it would do well.
I think it'd be great. Don't you think it would really take off in Vietnam and just all over the world?
Yeah, I think so.
Should I do a bus tour? What do they have? Buses, trains, planes,
No, they got
trucks,
tuk-tuks.
tuk-tuks?
Yeah, those little three-wheeled cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll just cruise around the tuk-tuk and just do podcasts.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
I want a rickshaw tuk-tuk driver to go down on me when we're in between stops.
I'm pretty sure you could make that happen if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if I just come flaunt my unemployment money. Hey,
yeah.
I got $600 a week. They didn't tell me what to do with it. Tuk, 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 tuk. Tuk, tuk, fuck.
Right now, that stimulus check will get you so many flights to Vietnam, so...
I'm going to spend every single cent of my stimulus on Vietnam, anything.
The other day, there were $14 flights from BWI to LA, and I was very tempted to take the risk.
Really?
Yeah.
When were the flights?
I don't remember. It was on Spirit, so, you know.
Were they non-refundable?
Probably. But, you know, it's $14.
Yeah, only one out of every 7 Spirit flights crashes and burns, so it's fine. It's better than Russian roulette odds.
Yeah. I mean, that's only like 10, 15.
Oh no, we lost another one!
Pretty good odds.
Spirit!
I've never actually flown Spirit.
I think I have. I don't remember what it is like to fly or like drive more than 2 miles.
The videos always look like scenes from Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
It's always people fighting or getting kicked off and like hammered and.
Well, their cheaper flights will give you trashy people.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty trashy, and still waiting to get kicked off a flight.
Yeah. Do you go on cheap flights or? Or do you like get the nice flights?
Oh no, as cheap as possible usually.
Yeah. Yeah, because you travel a lot, so or you did, so like you need to save money somehow. So it's like I'm gonna take the Spirit. You got the Spirit. You fly JetBlue. Mm-hmm. You fly Ethiopian Airlines. Mm-hmm.
One time I was gonna fly to Charleston on JetBlue, and I ended up in Newark. So there was that.
It went the wrong way.
It went completely wrong direction.
You didn't get on the wrong plane. It just went the wrong way.
No, they canceled our flight, and then we had to rebook, and then we had to go to Newark and hang out, and it was, but it was stupid.
Did they make you get out into Newark?
Yes.
You had to like go out of the airport too?
Oh no.
Oh my God! They're like, hey, so thank you for flying JetBlue. We have a problem. We going to Newark. Okay. And then you fly to Newark, and you think, okay, we're in Newark now. You's gonna have to get out of the airport and go somewhere like a restaurant or a harbor or a dock or a street fight, and you have to go there and you have to come back. And we fly you to Charleston. Direct.
Go out, make someone else pump your gas.
Yeah, make someone pump your gas.
Get a pizza, and then, come back and we'll think about it.
Hey, watch out for the squeegee guys. I know they look friendlies, but they might be having another game afoot. We do like only 5 or 6 accents here. That's all we're capable of.
Yeah. It's that one. You have Russian guy. You have Joan Whaley now. Do her pretty good.
Yeah.
Do Val Kilmer and
Rednecks.
Rednecks.
The Claudia type accent.
Okay.
The woman supposedly. Their nephew's Cornelius.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that with the kids at work, and they love it. But they also like know that I'm weird though. It wasn't like I eased my way into being like that. Like they knew like he's kind of weird. It's cool. I'm like, it's not cool, but thank you. I wouldn't say it's cool. It's good times. You do accents, codename Adam, since you've been all over the place?
Oh man, not really. I have a strong non-regional diction. So I'm told, the mid-Atlantic bullshit accent.
Yeah, that's right. Good old Mid-Atlantic. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like this is kind of in a vacuum. Like everyone sounds the same. A lot of people are the same.
Like LA here, everyone here, not everyone, but a lot of people are from somewhere else, and
yeah, and we aren't, but like we have this
together.
Non-accent.
Well, we don't. Yeah, we're halfway between Southern accent and like New York, New Jersey.
Maybe that's why it's easy to slip into other things, but just at a limited range. Like I can't do like British or Cockney. It all comes out Cockney, and then it sounds different. I can't do it. Oh God, I'm blowing the bit. I can't do it. Can you do it?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Try it, Luther.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I can do it real good in my head, but I can't.
Oh, Michael Jordan liked to take the cock to Tim Legler and Bill Worthy. I mean, who's Bill Worthy? Just some guy was on his team. He's Gatorade. He's Gatorade manager. He liked to fuck him in the buttocks. It was all bollocks, according to Jordan's camp. He didn't want him to come out that he was a bisexual.
There you go, man. You got it. You got it. This is a Jordan-heavy podcast.
Oh, he would lose all his money and his status as the greatest ever and only become the greatest outly homosexual, bisexual player ever. Luke Longley could have straight up murdered people and no one would have known. Like, no one remembers that guy.
I mean, they might remember him if he was a murderer.
Why? Because he's tall? Oh, it was that fucking tall guy? He's 7 feet tall. He fucking chopped that lady's head off. Like, nah, Luke Longley would never do that.
No, it'd be stabbing, and the coroner would be able to tell because the downward angle would come like all the way to the back of the head.
Yeah, he had to
7 feet tall,
he had to stab him jack-o'-lantern style, or it doesn't work because he's too fucking tall to stab somebody.
Yeah.
You see, the blade came in on the head.
You couldn't remember Ray Caruth if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, no, he was going to be a middling player.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ray Caruth.
He had his pregnant girlfriend murdered, and they ended up extracting the kid, and he has like all these syndromes. And then the Ray Caruth recently, like last year or so, was trying to like get custody of him.
I'm good now, guys. I swear.
Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr,
well, Marvin
burr.
Harrison is like, hasn't he killed 1 million people with like an antique pistol?
Really?
In Jersey?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. He got away with it, right? I mean...
Oh, yeah. He's gotten away with all the murders.
All the murders. Did Ray Lewis do it?
I don't know. I mean, I think he was like maybe there, but maybe didn't do it.
Like Snoop, right?
All that.
Like Snoop, except Snoop was just kind of around, and this Ray Lewis is probably like, "Yo, kill that motherfucker! kill both those motherfuckers! And then when they catch us, don't say shit. You go to jail. I'll hook you up with all my money from being on ESPN."
So, we talked about greatest athlete. What about greatest athlete murderer? Who is the best of all time?
Well, OJ and Ray Lewis got away with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike Tyson one time said he's done, quote, 5 to 7 things worse than murder, or worse than rape. So, I assume he's murdered people, but we don't know.
He's probably murdered people.
He probably has.
I think someone would rat on him though.
How do we define greatness in murdering?
Getting away with it.
Getting away with it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be OJ then.
Yeah, OJ.
OJ killed 2, got away with it, but he's in jail now.
No, he's not. He's out. Right? He's out. It was like 7 years in jail.
Again. Yeah.
Oh, good for OJ.
He tried to steal his stuff back.
Yeah.
Fucking nut. He's like really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like really likable, but you can be likable and stupid. Like Ron Gronkowski seems pretty stupid. Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Ron too. His uncle Ron. He's like a bad plumber. He like relies on his nephew for cash. Hey, I fucked up the pipes again. I don't know. I've never worked on pipes like that. no pipes like that before, so you're gonna have to loan me some money again, kid. Come on, what do you mean? No, I swaddled you before.
All right, so OJ is the best, is what we're saying?
Yeah.
I think so. I also just Googled an article that says 25 athletes involved with murder. So,
Perfect.
you know.
What we got?
Ray Lewis, OJ, Carlos Monzon, who appears to be a boxer.
Oh.
Don't know who that is. Oh, what about Oscar Pistorius?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the
legs?
With the legs, yeah.
Did he attach blades to his legs and kill her with that, or he shot her?
Had
Right?
the blade.
No,
I think
he
he
shot
just
her.
used a regular. Yeah, okay.
Or that, yeah.
He's not the greatest athlete, though. He wasn't a runner before he got the fucking blades, right?
I think he was.
But he wasn't Olympic level before that shit, right?
Well, it's special, or it's handicap, not Special Olympics.
Paralympics?
Paralympics. So.
I thought he went in the regular stuff. I don't know. He's
Did
a
he?
murderer. Fucking murderer. But he goes, ting, 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 ting. So fast. Ting, 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 ting. Okay, how do you possibly get murdered by someone that you hear coming? Come on, lady.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he shot her, I think, through the wall. Like,
Through the
wall
wall?
of their bathroom. Yeah, isn't that what happened?
All right, she gets a free
was in the
pass.
bathroom and he, shot her through the door or something.
It sounds familiar.
I will not give her my ire only because it doesn't matter if you hear him coming if they can shoot you through the wall. How thick is wall?
And that was his defense. He was like, I thought she was an intruder. And they were like, this doesn't make any sense.
No. That's a bad defense.
Yeah, that's weak.
Also, most of these people on this list are boxers I've never heard of.
Yeah, they're all boxers, man.
Make your head trauma comments,
Yeah.
Is Chris Benoit on that list?
He's not.
That's, wrestling's athletes. They're athletes. They have to fake, the finishing moves and stuff. It's a fake punch, but the point to which you punch to is athletic. You punch to, right short of their head, and they make a noise.
Yeah, no, they're all athletes.
Yeah, they're super athletes. But
okay.
It's harder when it's... I almost did it the other day. I almost blew Luther Danger's secret identity, and I didn't, though. I erased it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I used to play you in that wrestling game, that WrestleMania 2000 with Chris Benoit, and I would use an armbar, choke people out, and then he fucking choked out his whole family.
Yeah. Vice just did a whole, two-part documentary, produced by Chris Jericho about Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't recommend watching it, at night next to your wife in bed, but it was pretty good.
Well, I don't have a wife, so I'm totally free to watch it.
Yeah.
And I don't like murder stuff, though. And
I don't either. Yeah. It was an interesting take on the whole thing, because it was by, his friends and family, So they're like, we loved Chris. We hate what happened. What do you do? So.
Yeah. I mean, did he have CTE?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, it wasn't he had a mental illness and it caught up to him, kind of thing.
No, it was the CTE. They did a whole. They took his brain afterwards. Chris Nowinski, who used to be a wrestler, I forget what his persona was. He quit wrestling and became a neuroscientist or neurologist and specializes in CTE. So he reached out to Chris Benoit's dad after Chris Benoit passed and asked for his brain, essentially. And they scanned it, and it's just full of holes.
Oh, my God.
He wasn't thinking.
It was Swiss cheese or fucking bullet holes in his brain?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And Eddie Guerrero, who was his best friend, passed away from heart failure 6 months prior, and he was just that heartache plus the CTE.
Plus the physical damage. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
It was dark stuff.
I feel that's usually the case if they're you fucking murk your own kids, something's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was rough. It was rough.
More than child murder.
Yeah. This one's been dark.
Hey, you gotta go dark, You gotta go dark. Michael Jordan is have him fucking the wrong people, and we're just all out of sorts.
Yeah.
Jud Buechler. You know what? I don't think Buechler was his type. What do you think?
Who can say? Is it on the new? Is his bisexual tendencies on the new ESPN documentary?
Well, he was a dom, so yes.
Was it The Last Dance with who? What's the guy's name?
Michael Jordan?
No, I know Michael Jordan. The random white Bulls player.
Judd Bushler?
There you go.
Not Tim Legler, who I thought was on the team.
Is it The Last Dance with Judd Bushler?
Yeah, Judd Bushler's last dance was like, unwanted. He wasn't dancing and Jordan was. But yeah, I don't think Judd was his type. I think more Luke Longley, and that's why he became a killer. It's like that song Alive by Pearl Jam. You know the story on that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was his mom, like he reminded her of his real father, and she comes when he's like a teenager and like sexually assaults him. Yeah, and in the song Once, he becomes a serial killer, and in the song Footsteps, he's being sentenced to death, and he blames her. So we're gonna tag Pearl Jam now. This is what the purpose of that was, because they have a new album. It's good. You hear it?
Yeah,
Gigaton. Yeah, it's good. It's good shit. Do you like grunge music, Codename Adam?
It's not really my thing, man.
Why's that?
I don't know. I think everyone likes the music they grew up with, and I was maybe like a year or two late for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because and it's also like who you're friends with. I always just liked hip hop and rap growing up.
Yeah.
Because 36 Chambers and Tribe Called Quest came out at like the perfect time when I was 10 or something.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's good
but
shit.
If I was a year or two older, I probably would have been all about Nirvana and
Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. Woo woo.
I can't tell you one Pearl Jam song.
You're like my friend.
I like
that's
Pearl
black.
Jam. I just don't give a shit about Nirvana.
They were more influential than they were truly amazing to me. I think they were really good.
I just don't give a shit. It's just because I've heard the same 3 songs for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I get it. They can't make any more. But, I just don't. I've heard them enough. I'm done. Anytime it comes on the radio, I change the channel.
So,
it's not that they're bad songs.
Which 3 songs?
I've heard them enough. How many times do you need to hear Heart Shaped Box?
Dude, that song's fucking awesome.
Sure. I'm not even saying it's a bad song. I've heard it enough.
You sit there. If you're sitting down or standing up, you're immediately sitting down when that comes on. Some songs, your body language.
I immediately change the channel.
Well, yeah, or that. If you don't, either get
American
into it.
Pie to me. I don't hate the song.
Yeah.
American Pie is a shitty song.
I fucking hate that
can
song.
Go fuck himself.
Don McLean.
Sure.
What's his name?
McLean.
Isn't he dating some super young, attractive chick, and he's 1,000,000 years old?
Probably.
So good for him. But,
ew. Really?
Yeah, he's 80 and he's dating a 20-year-old or something.
Oh.
I hope he takes the Chevy to the levee and go fuck himself.
I thought he's wrinkled, long, not attached to his hip, untalented dick, fucking throbbing against this 20-year-old innocent, screwed up, daddy-issued woman, and wrinkly ass dick, bitch.
I also could be totally wrong in mixing up old white singers. So
I think maybe it's
but I don't think I
Paul Anka. Ain't you gonna spank ya? Are you looking it up, Luther?
I am. Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I've seen headlines, and I think that was him.
Yeah, her name is Paris Dillon. He's 73, and she is 24.
Oh.
Amazing.
Has he got a big old American dick, or what? I know he's got money, but...
It's probably average.
There you go. You see the picture?
His hair, he looks like fucking the Hulk. The original Hulk. Look at that fucking haircut.
Lou Ferrigno.
It looks like fucking Lou Ferrigno in the 70s haircut. Look at it. What a piece of shit. What a fucking piece of shit. She's cute, but she's obviously fucking stupid.
Well,
or just very shrewd. He's not gonna die
now than man.
Yeah, but he's not gonna die yet. He's gotta die to get the money.
I mean, how much royalties can he have from that one song?
So much. Look up his net worth. Bing it immediately.
All right, I'll bing it.
Perfect. Fuck that guy.
I don't know.
He's the worst.
I kind of respect that.
So one time, I was complaining about that song when it was. I looked at the jukebox at a Silver Diner, right? And at the diner, and this
$50 million. Fuck that guy.
$50 million. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
My friend was laughing, and then I come out. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck that song. And I come out of the bathroom. The song's playing, and I sit down. Like, are you fuck, man? And then I look up at him. He's laughing his ass off. He played it. He played it just to spite me. Fucking American Pie. That's the worst fucking song. God damn it.
Does he have other songs?
No, he's not. He's got nothing. He's like, I know what'll get him. A nostalgic piece of crap.
But Chumbawamba's not worth $50 million, so I feel like there's something else going on here.
Chumbawamba's got other songs. They're not.
Dude,
well
Do
known.
they? It's not just tub thumping.
No, they got some other. They got one something like, "Do you suffer from short-term memory loss? I don't remember." That's actually one of their songs.
Really?
Yeah. So I had a roommate in college that had here's his album collection, some that we pulled out to listen to ironically while me and my other roommate lifted weights. Chumbawamba, Aqua, Crash Test Dummies. They have some decent songs. And I think there was another one too, but like some total shit albums, right?
Okay.
And we just pumped weights, man. Aqua's like B-sides to Aqua's Barbie Girl were playing. It's like, Jesus Christ.
So this site does not have Chumbawamba's net worth, but Aqua, one of the band members, is worth $5 million.
That's not that much.
I don't know. It's not bad.
I'd take it.
Yeah. Would you take the money if on your head was tattooed, I wrote Barbie Girl?
Where on my head? Could it be covered by hair?
No.
Forehead? No.
You're not allowed to keep your hair long enough to cover your I wrote Barbie Girl fucking tattoo.
No, I'd pass on the $5 million.
Yeah.
Lou Bega is worth $1 million.
He's only worth $1 million? No
See,
way.
that I thought was kind of high.
Well, he spent it on all those women.
Yeah. A little bit of Karen, drowning my sorrows in a bottle of beer every night.
Afro Man is worth $100,000. That seems about right, I guess.
Yeah. How do they get this doesn't include their property though, right?
I don't know how accurate this list is.
Like he's got a condo in North Florida or something? Like how is he only worth $100,000?
I don't know.
Because I thought a 40 and a zigzag was all he needed.
Yeah, man.
It was.
Or two zigzags, right? Now he can only afford one zigzag and not even a 40. Baby, that's all I have.
That song goes on forever. I did it at karaoke once, and there's like 19 verses to that song. It's not a good karaoke song, by the way. But the Mambo number 5, like, so Lou Bega only having $1 million, it makes sense because he had to give a little bit to Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica,
Shelley.
Erica, Rita, Tina, Sandra, Mary, Jessica, Monica, Erica, Rita, Tina, Sandra, Mary, Jessica, Monica, Erica. Yeah, just so many women.
Oh man,
you're not going to want to hear this. Chumbawamba net worth, according to this website, is $19 million.
Yeah, baby, I like them. That song is good.
Good for
I
them.
get knocked out, but I get up again, and I'm still fucking rich. Woo!
19 million. How many people are in that group? Probably like 3 or something.
3 or 4.
Either way, it's a lot.
You're our official stats guy. pulling the. You're gonna hate this, but are you the guy that clicks on all the? This guy's net worth will astonish you like clickbait links, and you're like, oh really? I'm prepared to be astonished. It's like Jaleel White's net worth will wake up your parents.
That should be the name of this podcast.
What?
Celebrity net worth. Number 7 will shock you.
Yeah.
Just name it clickbait things.
Jordan liked to fuck.
Jaleel White's net worth is $12 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
That might be a little more.
He played fucking Urkel for like 12 years. How's he only he played Sonic too.
An episode.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it. But he got more money probably for playing Sonic, right?
Probably not.
He was the voice of Sonic.
Really?
In the game.
I don't think the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not in the games, in the cartoon. And not the one that was on UPN back in the day, but the one that was on ABC in the mornings.
That's right.
No,
the real one. You know
it's on Disney Plus now.
You know you're Jaleel White.
Yeah.
He's actually a pretty good actor. Yeah.
He ate chili dogs. It's pretty good.
Should I try to get Jaleel White for my show? Not this show, but pilot.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Getting to play in some gritty show, being one of the comic reliefs. The guy that plays in the dice game with him.
Yeah. See if you can get what's his name?
Eddie? Eddie Winslow? Dude, don't laugh. He was in The Leftovers. This one or two episodes. You saw that, right? He was good in it. He was good.
I was thinking Reginald Bell Johnson.
Yeah.
He's getting up there, isn't he?
He's like 65 or something.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well, look it up. You know his backstory, right?
Who's?
Reginald Bell?
No.
Look it up. That's
Reginald
homework.
Bell Johnson?
That's homework, yeah.
What?
He's worth around $5 million.
What?
That should be more. He was in
fucking Die Hard. Yeah.
Well, he didn't make much for it. That was his first acting job, and if he wasn't going to get that job, wasn't he going to
off himself?
I thought so. Isn't that his background?
I know he
was in Crocodile Dundee too, also.
Yeah, man.
Crocodile.
I think you're mixing up your portly, cherubic black actors.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Can't wait to call this Carl Winslow didn't kill himself.
No, I know he didn't kill himself. I think he was going to quit trying to be an actor.
Oh, you had the throat slash thing. I thought you were he was going to kill himself.
Oh, I did think he was going to kill himself. I think he talked about it recently on some, it's been 30 years since Die Hard, and he went back to Century City or Century Plaza, whatever the building is, and was talking about how he got that role as Carl. Not Carl.
67.
Al.
Yeah. He's always an
Al.
Al
He bought
or
his
a
mama
Carl.
house.
He bought his mama house from the Die Hard role?
Yeah, I think so.
He probably got $50,000 for that.
I don't know.
Maybe more. He's a big. Let's look it up. Let's find out. Yeah, that's right. We've expanded our fucking. What's that?
I showed her Die Hard for the first time the other night. She had never seen it.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
$100,000. He got $100,000 from Die Hard.
And that's in 1988.
88.
Yeah, that's $300,000-$400,000.
Yeah, that would get you a house in the valley, right?
Then, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, not even close.
No.
No, probably $800,000 for a house, at least. Adam, how much was your rent when you were in LA, per person?
Well, it was very low because we had 5 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, so it was a.
Oh my god!
I think the place was $1,800 a month, if I recall. So do the math.
Mine was a 3-bedroom. We had 3 people in it because we weren't animals, and it was $1,400. Was yours rent controlled?
I don't remember. It was
mine
so long
was
ago.
rent controlled. My friend actually is an actor, and he moved out of that place only 2 years ago. So he was there for 8-9 years, just milking the cheap rent while he's actually collecting money on commercials and a couple other acting gigs. So it's fucking living the dream, man.
Is that?
What?
Is that the dream? Working and paying cheap rent? That's the dream?
Well, you can't own anything there unless it's a condo.
All right.
I mean, he wasn't a series regular. Yes, the dream is not overextending yourself. Yes, that is the dream.
Okay. All right.
When you can't, unless you write and direct and produce something yourself, all of those things. where you control virtually all of it, you have no control over your own career. Yeah. You forget you're in a stable career. That's they need people to do it. There's more people that think they can or should do that thing, acting, than there are that can do what you do.
Drugs. Hookers and blow professionally.
Professional hooker and blow doer.
Yeah. Boy, that would be the gig, huh?
Yeah, that's the life, man. That is the fucking gig to the stars right there. Would you want to be... What type of drugs would you deal if you had to be a dealer?
I think cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dealing coke for stars, you know?
Coke dealer to the stars.
As much of like an 80s movie fan as I am, I feel like that's like, tied in with that decade, and that's where I would have to go as well.
Yeah. Do they have like coke dealers on that show Glow and like other shows about the 80s? Stranger Things. I want to be the dealer to a kid like from Stranger Things that's like a teenager and he's like not precocious anymore and he's just like starting to get a little dour and he needs a pick-me-up. It's like 11 won't return my calls. I gotta fuck something, man. Get me hard. I need a fix. And it's got to be the kid with the weird jaw thing. Or mouch. The weird mouch thing. And he's like, I need to do some cocaine. I'm like, dude, your whole thing's already kind of destroyed. Maybe not.
Maybe you should hang back.
Maybe hang back.
All right, now you can tag this Stranger Things season 4 spoilers.
Yeah. you know what I mean? He's got like not the palate, whatever, but yeah.
Glenn Mazzario.
Glenn Mazzara or something like that. Yeah, something like that, and like he won that part because he looked like that, and that's fucking awesome. And then he can fix it with all that money. It's the American dream. Which one of those guys is more likely? Which Stranger Things kid, including the girl that plays 11 is already like blowed up. Which of those kids do you think will be like in the? Is it Don McClane? Is that his first name?
Yeah.
Don McClane position to date some 24-year-old when he's like 75, still talking about his Stranger Things money.
Oh, I'd probably say none of them. They're all gonna flame out, so hard. I don't think like Corey Feldman level, but
Yeah, I don't think what's his face is a diddler. Hopper.
You think he is or is not?
I don't think he is. I don't think Hopper diddles. I think he's worked too hard to get where he is now to diddle.
Wait, are there people that think that?
Yeah, probably somewhere.
No, but just the Corey Feldman stuff. Everyone in Hollywood at the time was a diddler. Every co-star was a diddler according to Corey Feldman.
And realistically, he probably got diddled like 23% of the time. And you didn't need him. You didn't even talk about the other diddles.
I think he just is full of shit.
You don't think he got diddled?
I don't think so.
I know him and Haim are Haim's pretty messed up.
Yeah, well, drugs will do that. Diddling will do that too. Sure.
Well, yeah, but it's the chicken and the egg, the diddle and the drugs. What came first? The drugs first, and then the diddling?
Yeah.
I think so.
So you gotta get drugged up to get fingered by a producer?
I think drugs probably happened before any diddling happened.
Well, yeah, you put the dish of candy out, like the van.
No, that definitely happens.
The van doesn't say rape on it.
Right.
It's got candy and whatever. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. You go to the party, like, hey, look, we got a bouncy house and also all this cocaine. Just do some bouncy house, get a little up, and then you get cocaine. It brings you up even more. But then you kind of get tired when you have this drink of Kool-Aid, and then
So this is going back to something real quick.
Yes.
Just so you're aware, I feel like you guys should know this. Reginald Bell Johnson is on a show that's still going on called Laser Wolf.
What?
And he plays the voice of God. Just FYI. I'm going to watch the shit out of this.
What channel is it on?
Adult Swim.
Nice.
What?
I
want
know what
that.
it's about.
I want
But
that.
he's on it, and I'm gonna have to check that out.
He'd be a good voice of God.
I got nothing but time.
He's a baritone, right? Correct me if I'm
Yes.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a vibrato or soprano.
I mean, he's not like James Avery baritone. He was the Shredder, by the way.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Man. Eddie Vedder,
I
baritone.
watched the Fresh Prince episode the other day where he hustles the pool guy.
Yes.
That's definitely one of my favorite episodes.
Break out Lucille.
Has that show ever made you cry?
Yes. Multiple
Yeah.
times.
Dozens of times.
The one with the
time
dad?
Of his dad, the time where he
God.
got shot. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that show hit hard sometimes.
The dad in the
yeah.
shooting, you're just like, what is this, and why can't it be like this more often?
When
the drugs?
he's like, why doesn't my dad want me? That's
Why ain't he want me? I was like,
Auto-
oh my
auto
god,
tearjerker.
that's not
Yeah,
a
the one with
problem
the
I
drugs.
have, but that's really sad.
How long has this podcast been?
I don't know. You guys tired?
I'm just curious.
Like an hour.
Yeah. Well, I've had enough.
Yeah. Yeah, bye.